Hey y'all, Natalie here, and today I'm enjoying a fun hop called Scrapdom. And the point of the hop is to cram as many random things onto a page as possible. And I really like this concept because it made me tell a specific story about my kid. So you can see I've already pulled out a ton of die cut ephemera from my stash. I also have these stickers over here on the right. So the plan is I'm going to kind of create a frame with the die cuts and then fill in with some of the stickers. But I did decide to change from that background I originally had to just a plain white background because there's a lot going on, right? I also printed 4 photos and I printed them all in black and white so that they weren't vying with all of the random ephemera on the page. So I am going to back each of those photos with some really bright, fun paper. And then I'm going to get to placing around all of the die cuts in a frame around the edge of the page. Once I create a little grid here in the middle of the 4 photos of my kid, Lachlan. And I also have a strip of journaling that is basically the same width as 2 photos together. And so before I start the frame, I'm going to work on the title. And so I grabbed these little Keep It Real alphas from Pink Fresh Studio, and the title's going to be Mommy's Little Weirdo. And I think about putting it up there at the top, but I actually end up moving it up the side. But that's at the end, you'll be able to see. So now I'm going to start placing the bits and pieces around the edge as I wanted them to look. So the point of the layout is to get a lot of random things onto a page, but it also still, in my opinion anyway, needs to be visually pleasing, of course. So that's why I like the idea of overlapping all of these fun random die cuts into like a frame. So I'm just kind of trying to balance out colors. I put some blue over in the bottom right, so I have some blue up at the top. Blue at the bottom left and blue at the top right. Just kind of seeing what is visually pleasing. Funny story. So I just put those teacups on there. When I showed Lachlan this page afterwards, he said, I have never put teacups under my pillow. So that's what the story is about. So the journaling talks about how he is so quirky, and one of the things that he does is stick random items under his pillow in his bed. And we have our house cleaned by one of my friends, and she's always so thrilled to see what she's going to find under Lachlan's pillow. And it's been some weird stuff sometimes. So while I'm building the frame, I'll let you hear the journaling. I'll read it to you. It says, Lachlan is never afraid to go his own way. He has many quirks, one of which being that of shoving random items under his pillow, be it the result of playing to fall asleep, hiding valuables from his brother, or just plain thievery. One never knows what will be found in Lachlan's bed. It is one of the top 10 places we look when searching for lost items. Sonnet, our cleaner, delights in finding new treats each week upon making his bed. Among items found have been coins, birthday cards, bottles of lotion, various office supplies, foam, nunchucks, remote controls, keys, library books, crystals, rocks, magic wands, glow sticks, and random items of trash. Stay weird, kiddo. So I'm now sticking down all of the bits just with the tiniest little bit of tape so that I can then take it off screen and do a zigzag stitch around all of the ephemera bits. So that's going to be what really holds everything down. So I use some aqua or turquoise thread to do a zigzag stitch across all of the die cuts around the page. And then you can see that some of them are sticking off. On the bottom and the sides, I will trim it. But at the top, I will leave them just sticking off the page because they can stick out of the page protector some. And I just think that adds to like the whimsy of the scrapbook. And I like the way that looks. So I'm making sure to overlap them, make them look like they kind of are a random conjoined mess. And then I did take a few things out that I had put in, like that was maybe like a little too beigey or brown, or was just placed in the wrong spot. It wasn't quite visually appealing. I put that moon up there because he does this when he's going to bed. He puts the items under his pillow. That's most of the time when he puts the items in. But like, you know, if the die cut was like in a landscape form, it went on the top or the bottom. If it was in portrait form, it went on the sides. So you can see I did the stitching there around the edges. And I did that before I decided to where exactly I was going to stick the photos, which I'm glad I did since I decided not to put the title at the top. It kind of didn't leave room enough for the title at the top, but I decided that I have enough room to put it on the side. So what are we doing next? I think I'm going to go ahead and stick down. Oh, we're going to work on the stickers. So I have some like 3D stickers from Paper House and a few other things. So I'm going to go through and stick those in just the gaps that are around the edges that don't really have any color or die cut on them. Like up by the llama up there, there is an empty space. And obviously I had to add that llama because that was one of the items that was used as an example of the random bits of ephemera that we all have lying about. And so I had to use one. But a compass is for sure something that he would find under his pillow. Definitely a flashlight like I stuck down there below. Random stuffed animals. Those he's probably hiding from the dog because we have a dog who likes to go in and steal his stuffies. So he is a quirky little dude. Always something different. But you know what? I almost didn't put that parasol on there, but it was so 3D. But I thought, you know what? This is exactly something that I would find under his pillow, so I'm putting it on there. And I really like the pop that it added. But when I showed him this page, I told him, I was like, you don't want to be normal. You know, you want to stay weird. Like, I told him it was good to be weird. Keep it up. So these are all just like some random photos of him that I found on my phone from within the past year. Like that photo I'm sticking down now, he has the infamous Santa hand. It's like a teacher's pointer. That was the one thing that he picked out from the school bookstore. It was so weird. And he carries that thing around with him everywhere. And he's constantly getting in trouble with it. I think it's on top of the fridge right now, which is where we keep all of the contraband. So yeah, there's one where he came in dressed in his underwear and his dragon cape in my office, just like, what are you looking at? Oh, kid, I tell you what, he's something else. And there's the journaling. But I was so glad to run across this fun hop that Rebecca and Adam came up with, because it totally like gave me the idea for this story that needed to be told, because it's definitely so Lachlan. But I'm just going to put the title there. Up the center, I was just counting the letters to see which one should start with in the center, and I'm going to work my way out from either side. And that's going to be it. Check out the rest of the people in the hop. I will link down below to all their channels, as well as I'll put my affiliate link in there if you need to replenish your ephemera collection, which apparently I might need to do since I threw so much of my collection onto this page. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.